Hi guys, it's time again for SLA gossip.
Just watch me now. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Welcome back to my channel, and if you don't know who I am, I'm Sarah from SLA Medical. Today we are going to have a little fun and we're going to look at celebrities and see who gets the SLA approval. So our first celeb is
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
Ekin-Su. You may recall her from Love Island, the most recent winner. Now, she's a really good one to look at because we got to see her in real life, but also on social media. So we get a two different dimensional view of her, which was really good because sometimes on socials or on just a camera, it's hard to detect what they've actually had. So on Love Island, I felt she looked a little cheeky. I feel like she was quite chipmunky a little bit in some of the reference points that I look at. But when she's come out, she looks absolutely banging. They have got this on point, this injector. I feel they've really elongated her jaw as well. She's not too manly. She's not masculine. She looks really feminine, really soft. Her lips are not overdone. All in all, she looks fab. I think they've really nailed this one. So Ekin-Su, well done. Credits to her injector. She looks amazing. She is SLA approved. Drum roll, candidate 2, Kylie Jenner. I mean, so cliche, right? Everyone does this. But I wanted to touch on her because I feel her aesthetics are done quite well, but it's really dependent upon what time it is. Some days she looks quite full, other days she looks quite contoured. I have a feeling that she toys with her injections quite a little, and depending on what she's feeling, she either deflates her filler, inflates her filler. At the moment, I think she's looking pretty incredible. After just having a baby and there was reports that she was feeling quite under the weather, I think she's looking good. Surgically, I feel like she's had a few tweaks. Her nose looks like it's been tweaked. Some would argue she has had a surgical lip lift. Now, I believe she has had some good lip filler to be able to lift her up and give her less gap here between her nose and her mouth, which is what we call the philtrum. That's a really gorgeous spot. If you can actually shorten that distance, patients can look really beautiful with that. So I think her injector/surgeon has done a really good job there. And that was really evident when she dissolved her lips as well. She still maintained that shape and also that 1 ratio. I feel like her jawline is much softer now. She went through a transition, but she did look quite harsh. But I feel like now she's come out the other end of that. Overall, I feel like she has done really well. Her eyes are really lovely. She's always got a nice high eyebrow. She looks really feminine. She's always going to have that soft, cute face as opposed to her sister, Kendall, who's got the more striking look. But I really like her look, and I think a lot of people agree. I think she just does go through a lot of different transitions. So I think she gets the SLA approval. Good on you, Kylie. Celeb number 3, the infamous Quinn.
Now we can focus on me.
Oh my God, she's a babe. Come on, guys. She has done so well for herself, let's just point out. And if you're a sucker like me for Selling Sunset, oh my God, you're going to like this one. Well, she has dramatically changed, right? I mean, I don't think she definitely has dramatically changed, like we all have, I think, with aesthetics. However, I feel she went through a really crazy period of looking really feminine and soft to fast forward, she looks quite full on. I mean, I'm not sure if you look at her facial ratios, but her chin feels extremely elongated. She now looks quite oval as well. Her face shape has changed from somewhat more, I would say, diamond to far longer. I mean, her legs are definitely long, but her face is starting to match that a little. Her cheeks are lovely. I love her cheeks. Her eyes always look really open, which is really nice. And editorials, she looks amazing. But I feel like in real person, she could look a little much. But overall, she does look really nice. She presents really well on TV.
I mean, come on. I'm genius.
But I feel like maybe she could be going a little too much. She does overdraw her lips because I've noticed her lips can look smaller, so I approve her lips. Approve her cheeks, I think they're lovely. Her chin and jaw, I think may just be going a little too excessive, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for the next episode. And you guys have a look, maybe have a little look around, drop some comments and just tell me exactly what you think of Quinn. But overall, because I'm a sucker for the show, she's SLA approved. Candidate for Simon Cowell. What happened? I mean, there's no real words, right? I think it made the tabloids, it was trending, his face has changed. And you can see in the before and after, he actually looks quite manly, quite structured, and now he looks really boxy with a weak chin and really low set eyes. Why have they lowered his eyes so much? I mean, I know his Botox saga was really kind of trending on all sorts of platforms, and I feel like his brows were really high and spocking at one point as well. I feel that's tamed down a little, but now they've done the opposite. They've dropped his eyebrows. So that is just the biggest no-no.
No.
In aesthetics, we always want to have an open eye. You don't get injectables to look more tired, right? However, I feel like they have done his nose quite well. You could argue whether he's had surgery or not. The before and afters do look vastly different. I would say he's potentially had some surgery, and whether or not he's had a facelift, because he is looking quite tight on the lower face. So kudos, Simon. I think you've done that well. Yeah, it's unfortunately, I feel like this is probably one that hasn't been done that great. And unfortunately, it's a no from SLA, I'm sorry. On to the next, my absolute favorite celebrity, Megan Fox. Oh my God. So she has aged impeccably well, let me say, because although her face looks rather striking, for someone typically with really high cheekbones and really harsh contour, could potentially look a little aged. As we do know, a fuller face is a younger face. But she has held this so well. Now, her eyes have always been the highlight of her face, let's face it. The bright blue piercing eyes, the high eyebrow, the really nice arch. She's got a gorgeous high zygomatic region, which gives her that nice eminence of beauty. Her lips obviously have been increased, looking way back at her before photos. She's definitely increased the size of her lips, but it's done extremely tastefully. Now, I don't know if that tastes as good as MGK's blood or not, but maybe this is what's keeping her young, guys.
Whatever daddy says.
If we could wrap that up in a bottle and we could all have a little bit and look that great, give me some of that. I mean, I don't have much to say about her. She's pretty flawless these days. And she doesn't get that much bad press because, I mean, how could you? All in all, it is SLA approved. Megan Fox. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, if you want to see some more of this, especially in our gossip sessions, drop a comment in the box and I'll see what I can do for you. But I look forward to all the future sessions. Get ready.
Just watch me now.